Hello everyone. In this video, we will be sharing the experience of Mr. Utkarsh Upadhyay, who has been placed as an analog design engineer in MediaTek. Before we listen to Utkarsh, I would like to introduce him formally to our viewers. Utkarsh is a final year MTech PRA student in the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Bombay. His MTech specialization is Microelectronics and VLSI, that is E4. For his master's thesis project, he is working on a half-rate 8 to 16 Gbps 10:1 serializing transmitter in a serializer deserializer system. During his MTech, he has also been working as a research assistant at Communication Lab in the Department of Electrical Engineering since July 2018. Apart from academics, he is working as an AURA, that is Academic Unit Representative for Academic Affairs for Postgraduate Academic Council at IIT Bombay. He completed BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from IIIT Delhi in 2017. Without further delay, I would request Utkarsh to share his experience of getting placed in MediaTek. Thank you, Utkarsh. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Welcome.
Utkarsh, so could you please tell us about the company MediaTek and the profile which you have been offered?
Sure. Let me start off with the history of a little brief history of MediaTek. So, MediaTek is a Taiwanese fabless semiconductor company that provides chips for wireless communications, high definition television, mobile devices like smartphones and tablet computers, navigation systems, or consumer multimedia products, etc. So, it has branches. At 25 locations across the globe, with its headquarters situated in Hsinchu, Taiwan. Indian branches are located in Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, and Noida. So it was founded in 1997 and was ranked third as the largest fabless IC design company in 2016. And Rick Tsai is the CEO of MediaTek. So before coming into existence, it was a unit of Taiwanese fab company named United Microelectronics Corporation, which aimed designing of chipsets for home entertainment products. Later, with the talent accretion, it turned out to be one of the best fabulous companies in the markets for designing and supplying chipsets, just like Qualcomm. So chipsets like, let me give you some examples of its products like Dimensity 5G chipsets like 2000 and 1000, etc., which are fabricated in smaller or scaled down technology nodes like 10 nanometer or 5 nanometer FinFET. These chips guarantee incredible video streaming, photography, gaming, and so on. Dimensity 1200 and 1100 are the latest 5G integrated chips for flagship smartphones supporting exceptional 5G performance in AI, camera, and multimedia. So these are basically built in 6 nanometer technology node FinFET. Other brands of MediaTek are Helio for smartphones and Ostus for automobiles. So let me now talk about the role that MediaTek offered this time. The role that MediaTek offered was of analog design engineer at the headquarters in Hsinchu in Taiwan. So to the MTechs or the PhD, to the MTechs and the PhD students who have prior experience in high-speed analog circuit designing in SERDES, mixed signal design and verification, power management circuit design like regulators, LDOs, etc. So this is some brief about about MediaTek and my job role.
Yeah, thank you, Utkarsh. Thank you for giving the detailed explanation. So we will talk about your placement journey. And so meanwhile, could you please tell us about the various JAPs of MediaTek?
So there was only one JEF that it offered, that is analog design engineer.
So it was open mainly for MTech and PhD students.
Yes, yes, it was only open for MTech and PhD students.
And the departments for which it was open?
So the departments were electrical engineering and metallurgical engineering and material sciences. Only for these two departments, the position was open.
Okay, okay, yes. Yes, I get it. Yes, Utkarsh. So, Utkarsh, we will talk about your placement journey in detail, but meanwhile, we can talk about the various aspects of your profile, like the courses which you feel that those courses might have helped you in getting placed into MediaTek.
Sure. The courses, the main courses, which helped me in my interview and the placement preparation in general were CMOS analog IC design, RF microelectronics, IC design, digital VLSI design, mixed signal VLSI design, and Delta Sigma modulators. So these are the core courses which one must go through if he or she is looking for the job in analogs, a job as a analog design engineer or digital design engineer.
Yeah. So that will give the students an idea like which courses should they take according to the profile. So those courses should be there.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yes. So Utkar, do you remember the number of offers which MediaTek has made in your this JAF actually?
Yes, MediaTek did not actually conduct any written test. So it was all resume shortlisting based on the candidate's experience in analog designing and projects of their vested interests. So it resume shortlisted 23 students, out of which only 4 cleared up their way to the final selections, amongst which 2 are masters and 2 are PhD students.
Okay, okay, yes. Okay, so there was no written test, no SOP.
No written test and no SOP. Yeah.
Okay, the sole criteria for the shortlisting was the resume only, followed by the interview.
Followed by the technical HR interview. Yes.
We will talk about your interview in detail in a couple of minutes. But meanwhile, we can talk about your resume actually. So, how did you shape your, or how did you plan the different components of your resume? Or, in other words, how means what advice do you have for shaping the resume for the upcoming students?
See, let me just start off with the basics that one should remember while preparing for the resume is that the interviewers or the companies are not looking for you to put in a lot of jargon content in your resume. It mainly focuses on the gist or the brief of what you have actually done. So it is imperative that you do not include. It is imperative that you do not include anything redundant which is out of context and boast about yourself that you have done this. It's gonna impose a bad impression on the interviewer. So basically, the resumes. So it should be appealing to the interviewer in terms of the inclusion of relevant projects, courses, POR, and publications, mainly with the brief explanations without any jargon content. It should be such that it is tacitly rhetoric and piously represents one's expertise in a particular field that complements one's target and company's requirements. Also, they should be well versed with everything they include in the resume. The master's project, publications, and the course projects are the key to clear up to crack the technical rounds. And of course, the POR, if you have done, should be highlighted in such a way that the HR interviewer is impressed and you can get through it.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So, like you rightly pointed out that the requirements of the company and your skills should be means there should be some alignment in these two things.
Yes, that's why there are provision of 5 different resumes. So depending on the job, you can upload a corresponding resume.
Yes, yes. And Utkarsh, one more thing. So, was there any CPI cutoff mentioned in the JAF?
No, there was no CPI cutoff mentioned in the JEF. It was open for all the students from these 2 departments. That's it.
Yes. Yeah. So, Utkarsh, we can talk about this POR, means positions of responsibility. And in your case, you have 3 to 4 different positions of responsibility. So, what is your take on this? Like, how much PORs are important for placements at IIT Bombay?
Uh, I don't think that too many of responsibilities or POR are a significant tool to get through the HR round. It is good to have at least 1 or 2 at most PORs to impress or pose an impression on the interviewer. So if you it does not matter that if it is a smaller post or a bigger post, but what matters is how much you justify your responsibility, how much you pay respect to your responsibility. So if you are able to respect whatever responsibility you are assigned, and if you are able to explain it very well to the interviewer, if asked the questions on, then of course the HR interview will definitely be impressed, or you will clear through that particular round of interview. So it is good to have a decent number of PORs in your hands. If it is a be it Gymkhana post or CR post or any other post.
Yes, yes, Utkarsh. So, Utkarsh, another aspect while applying for placements, that is CPI. So, what is your take on this? Like, how means what is a decent CPI, or how CPI are important for for placements?
See, that is a very conventional question, but uh, I would say that CPI actually is not a measure of someone's intelligence and wit. So, if somebody has secured a 7th grade or a 6th grade, it does not signify that a person is incapable of getting through the company tests. Yeah, of course, CPI is in general considered a tool to get to be eligible to sit for the placements for a particular company that is set by the company itself. But that does not justify that कि वो इंसान intelligent नहीं है. So of course CPI is important. Maintain good grade. Of course there are some companies which ask for the grade. They look for the good grades, but CPI should not be the overall in general the criteria to be capable enough for joining a particular company. In general, what I have, depending on the jobs that I went through, the average CPI that that all the companies looked for was a seven and above. So there were some companies who were quite fishy, who were quite choosy in terms of grade requirements. So that's why they set the grade at 8 plus, greater than or 8. So maintaining 7.5 or 8 is, I think, it's good enough to sit for almost all the companies. Yeah.
Yes, yes, Utkarsh. Utkarsh, in your case, definitely you have a very good CPI in masters. So, and as I have been informed, as far as I know, that you secured AA grade in all the courses in the first semester.
Yes.
So, my curiosity is to know, like, how did you manage your academics, your projects, and your PUR? How did you manage all these things while maintaining a decent CPI?
Okay. So when I joined Communication Lab as a PRA, I literally was a noob when it came to understanding how the courses and the lab projects are handled simultaneously. As I am a PRA and I was quite unfamiliar to the working environment here at IIT Bombay, I was assigned a project at the very beginning of my program. So being a PRA. So in the first semester, handling heavy courses like CMOS analog, VLSI design, etc., alongside the project was not at all easy. So post consultation with my guide, we decided to work on a few courses alongside the literature survey and some simulations before commencing for actual designing in December 2018. So since we are PRAs, we are the research assistant, we have 3 years of work. Uh, we have 3 years of time, so we can do the same amount of work as the TA would do in 2 years than in 3 years. So we took less number of courses that semester, but we uh, alongside the literature survey, some simulation. So we performed some simulations and literature survey in that semester before working on actual work in December. So little did I know that handling both the things would be treacherous. So with the sems passing by, with the gaining experience, I learned very well to schedule my focus on the academics and the projects very well. So I tend to not to linger on the completion of assignments to the deadline and meet the lab requirement in time. Time and experience teach you a lot. So you gradually learn how to control your devotion time to a particular task and decide on multitasking. So in the first sem, I devoted majority of my working hours to the academics along with the good amount of time to the project. But in the ensuing semesters, I wholeheartedly devoted good amount of time to both academics and project. Hence, by proper scheduling of both, I tried to maintain such grades in the following semesters as well. So, as a conclusion, time management is important. If you are not prepared well, then of course you will suffer. So, that phrase "well begin is half done" stands stout here very well.
Yeah, it's all about management and also striking a balance. Like,
Yes, yes,
how do you balance your various, commitments in your life or in your
of
course?
course.
So it's all about balance. Yes, and in your case, you did it very well. You did a very good job, and I think your hard work really paid off well, and you got placed in the very early stage of the placement. So yeah. Yes, Utkarsh. So, Utkarsh, I think then we have covered the things which happened before the interview. And in case of MediaTek, there was no test, no SOP. Only resume shortlisting was there, and we have discussed the tips and tricks on shaping your resume. So, I think those things will be helpful. So, anything else you want to add in this part before the interview?
Um, Nothing specific. Uh, so it's just that if you prepare very well, you will definitely get through the technical interviews and the test. It is more about your time management and how you plan your work accordingly before a time and the stipulated and you complete everything in stipulated amount of time. Then only will you be able to get through the company that you aim for. That's it.
Yes.